something to share with you that I think everybody can use at one point. I'm the sales manager of the company Vivari Corporation. Our headquarters is in New York City, and we are one of the importers of the German skincare line Dr. Grandel. As I was visiting a customer of mine in Pittsburgh, we were talking about specials and how to plan the year. And as we were going through this and I was driving back home, I thought, it's really good to share all that information with all of you. And one of the things is, of course, Mother's Day coming up. So my presentation is about marketing and beyond, tips and tricks for single warriors estheticians, because we are lacking time sometimes to take care of our social media, for example. So I have a couple of tips and tricks now that, as I said, are hopefully useful for you. First of all, you want to make sure that you know what you want to offer. And it's best to do that already way ahead of time to have enough time to really gather all the information that you need. So, but why do you want to offer something special, beside of your regular menu? And it's basically to stay on top of things, to stay in the ear of the customers, to be part of the positive gossip in your town or area. That way you always stay attractive because you always have something new to offer. Of course, you will have customers, that always want the same thing, but it's always good to reach a different kind of customer. The next thing we're going to look at is tools, everything you need to create your marketing. Then timing, very important, when to start prepping everything. Collaborations you might not have thought about to help you market. And then also the struggle of posting, an easy way to get content. This is always a big thing for me. So, okay, what to offer? The first thing that is the most important is get your calendars out. I'm a big fan of paper calendars. So I have a complete marketing and sales strategy calendar for the whole year. I always print that out, and then it tells me, okay, we have a new line coming here and then. When do I have to start prepping social media content and so forth? And then also go by what are the holidays in that month. That's always a good way to start, and it's the easiest. And I have a couple of suggestions here. For example, in January, it could be New Year, New You. February, of course, Valentine's Day. So we have Valentine Goes Vitamin. In March, which is now, so it's a little bit tight with the timing. It's Spring into Beauty, because we have the first day of spring in March. In April, it could be Heaven on Earth, because of Earth Day, or Bunny Love for Easter. May for Mother's Day, and we will talk about that later again, is, for example, a Queen's Treatment. June would be Dad, so Dad's Turn, or Waving Beauty for Flag Day. July could be Miss Independent because of Independence Day. August, Back to Spa instead of Back to School. And then September, Fall into Relaxation. October could be Spectacular You, especially for Halloween. There are a lot of cute ideas. And then November could be Goodbye Turkey Neck for Thanksgiving, and December, Snow White. Now, these are just a couple of examples. There is a lot more that you could do, and it's really fun, and this gives you content for your social media to always be able to post something new. Tools. So what do you need? Once you know what to offer, okay, how do I do it? And one of the good things is there are quotes for everything, and usually you have nice pictures with it. So, for example, if you Google Mother's Day quotes, then a lot of pictures come up. For this, I saw here, and I thought that's so cute. Mom, a tile just above Queen. So that's how I came up with a Queen's Treatment. And when you use these pictures and they're watermarked, just make sure that you leave the watermark on. That way you're not getting in trouble, because they can say, this is my picture. If you share their information, that's good for them too. So nobody will say anything. The other way is, If you wanted to take that, but you wanted to tweak it the way it fits your style, then I can highly recommend working with a software. It's all online. And it's called Canva.com. You see it here, Canva.com. It's a wonderful tool. You can upload your own pictures. They have tons of pictures that you can use freely. They do have a paid plan that's $13 a month, which I can highly recommend because there's a lot more that you could do. You can get rid of backgrounds of some pictures and just, put it all together. It's very easy. And if we have enough time at the end, I can maybe show you real quick a little bit of how to go inside. Then another way is to find pictures on unsplash.com. Here are professional photographers that post their pictures and you can use them freely. There's a lot of nice ideas there as well. And then the other way, which is my favorite, is ask your supplier for support. You should have a supplier that can give you all these tools where you can maybe download these pictures, or you surely have a representative that can help you and text you some information, help you with content. So really make sure that you have a good relationship to your supplier and that they can help you with all of those needs. If you have any questions regarding that, or some other questions about marketing, if you can drop me a comment with your question, I would appreciate it. I'm not multitasking, so I can't do that right now. And right after this presentation, of course, do I have a training appointment of some new estheticians. So I won't be able to answer them right away, but I will a little bit later this afternoon, okay? So I appreciate your understanding. Okay, so now that we have the tools, we have to make sure that we post them all over the place. So we get a 360-degree view, which starts on your website. So if you have a Mother's Day special, you have to put it on your website, you put it on Facebook, you put it on Instagram, and also print out media. For example, if you want to do posters or little pop-up displays in your spa room, or the front desk, depending on how you work and how your facility is set up. So you want to make sure that all of this marketing comes together in a circle, and it will represent you everywhere a client can possibly see you. Okay. So timing, when are we going to do all this? I'm an esthetician myself. I know how hard it is to do things in between clients sometimes, because we have to do laundry, we have to clean, now we have to triple sanitize and disinfect everything. So how are we going to do this? And that was something that was a struggle for myself as well, until I started doing the calendar and I stick to it. And instead of watching TV at night, well, I might as well go Google for pictures. So there you can create, but you have to make an appointment with yourself when to do it. If you're off on Mondays, well, I guess that's a good time where you just say just half an hour or 1 hour in that day where you concentrate on that. So when we have an event coming up like Mother's Day, for example, usually it would be best to start prepping 2 months prior to that occasion. That way you have enough time to gather material and content. You can contact your suppliers or get ideas from other estheticians. And you can also get the products that you need for that special facial or special treatment. Then when it comes to times to post things, there are a bunch of different studies that show, okay, customers are more active on Instagram in that and that day, on that and that time. So the best way, and if you don't have time, that time, you can use something called buffer.com. It's a free platform. They also have paid versions, but you can use the free, where you can schedule your posts in advance. And the best times to post, as of the latest study that I've seen, is during the week, any day from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So you can schedule your posts for that time. Okay. Let's go. So once you have that timing set and you're ready to go, and you want to go a little further than just doing it on social media, a good way are collaborations. And this is something that we sometimes forget about. We always think we are all on our own. There's nobody else helping us. But that's not true. I can highly recommend to go and meet your neighbors. Because together we are strong, and especially small businesses, we have to, help each other. So talking about Mother's Day, a great way to, to connect to is to meet your florist or your jewelry store, because usually every mom gets flowers for Mother's Day, right? And to do it in a mutual way is, for example, that you create little coupon cards that the florist would give with a bouquet of a certain amount. And it could be something, you get $5 off, or you get a free ampule when you come, something like that, just to get your name out there. And then you offer the same thing the other way around. So the flower shop gives you a little coupon that you give, for example, with a gift certificate that somebody gets, or with any other gift. So don't just put out business cards, because that's, it's not very attractive for something like that. Just give a little coupon. That's always very helpful. And vice versa, to work like that is very helpful as well. And usually the other businesses appreciate that too. And another tip I can give you is start with one other small business. So you get to know each other very well. You can concentrate on each other's businesses. And then once that ball, gets rolling, then you can go ahead and maybe look for another one. Then look for a jewelry store, or any, other, depending on the occasion as well. Okay, I'm sorry for my English sometimes. It's I was born in Florida, but I was raised in Germany, and I lived there most of my time. So sometimes it just comes out that I'm missing some vocabulary there. Okay, so marketing content. What am I going to post today? That's another thing I always struggle with. Oh, what do the people want to hear? Is this really important to them? So here again, use your calendar and the specials that you're going to offer. That's the best way, and just concentrate on that for that period. If it's 2 months or a month that you go ahead, just concentrate on that. Always post about that in a different way, but have the same, for example, have the same color scheme, the same picture that always reminds the customer, oh, yes, that was over there, Mother's Day. Yeah, I have to go to that spot. Okay. Then another way is to follow your supplier's Instagram accounts. They are usually very happy if you just use their pictures as well, because it helps them just as it helps you. And the easiest way on Instagram to do it is just screenshot the pictures, and then you crop them out, and then you can reuse them to fit your ideas. And then the same with the descriptions. Usually if it's about a product, you can take that description as well, so that makes it easy for you. Just always add repost, so that the suppliers know as well that you were taking it from them, and that's okay. And the other thing, ask your representative. My favorite, I'm a representative and I love what I do, and usually all of the representatives do, at least the ones that I know. So we love to support you with all that. It helps us as well, and we're happy when you're happy and the other way around. So working together is just very beneficial at that. It's not all about just selling for us. It's really to support you in your work and to make you successful and happy with the customer service and the product, of course. Another thing, talking about products, If you have a company that doesn't come out with a new line all the time, or they don't work that way, because especially medical products are not very, how do you say, are not very flexible at some point to do different kind of cute facials with, then reach out to some other companies, because there are a lot of companies out there that would just sell you a treatment package, for example, where you don't have to open a big account. You just say, okay, I really like this facial for this and this occasion, and these are on the products I want to work with. And that's totally okay. And usually there's a special around it. So go out and look for that too. Once trade shows start again, ask a supplier about that, if they have special offers for occasions that you can use to be flexible and be more out there. Okay. So we're already at the end. And of course, I wasn't tracking time. I told you I'm not multitasking. So I think we have time though to go through the Canva. I want to show you real quickly. However, we have a giveaway. First of all, you can get the big basket from NASNPRO if you go on their website and you enter to win the big basket. But then also we have a little giveaway. It's the 12 beauty secrets. Those are little ampules like over here that you can see. Ampules are always a great way to offer specials because they make a great gift. If you want to give a gift to your customer for their birthday, a little ampule is always very precious. So I thought, it might be nice for you to experience those. Now, how do you enter the drawing? Tell me where you're from. Post it in a comment, and then I will give your comment a number. So if you're the first one to comment with the location where you're from, you will be number one, and so on. So then at the end of the day, when I'm back home, I will draw numbers depending on how many comments I have, and the number I will draw, and it is your place in the comments, you will win the beauty box. You have 24 hours to enter. So it is now until March the 29th noon. No, that's actually wrong. I'm sorry. It will be the next day. So you have 24 hours from now on, okay? I will make sure it will be okay. Okay, so you can review this presentation under nasnpro.com/education. And one thing I wanted to share about the NASNPRO, and I think you share that as well, is just coming together, sharing experience, and helping each other out. Staying on top of everything is very important, and it's always great to see everybody on events like that. Okay. So this is my contact information. If you want to reach out to me in different ways, these are all the different ways you can do. But I would like to show you, and I hope this works, the Canva real quick. I don't know. Can you see this? Okay, so we do have a little bit more time, so I can show you Canva. Once you log into your Canva, you will see all of the designs that you created here. And then if you want to create a new one, you just go and create a design, and it gives you a lot of different options for any type of marketing that you could possibly need, even for printout. So we will just go ahead and do Instagram post. Here. And it gives you already the correct size. And you have your uploads here. You can upload pictures from your computer. You can also do that on the app from your phone. You have pictures in here. So if you look for facials, then you see all these pictures that you can use. Now, when you go on here and you see Pro, this is what I mentioned earlier. They do have the paid version for $13, and it's really worth it because you have so many options. You have more pictures. You can resize it the way you need something. So if you have an Instagram post and you want to make a Facebook banner out of it, then you just take that picture and you go over here and either Facebook post, or you can, presentation, Facebook cover, and it automatically changes it for you. We would just do this, you double click, and then you can do a right click and say set image as background, for example, like this. And then you say, okay, I need this as a Facebook cover. And then it changes it. Of course, it cuts the picture, but you can also crop it and things like that. So it's really easy to do. They have elements here that you can insert. You can do a text, so you can type in your things. So I can highly recommend working with Canva, especially since you also have the ability to do it on your phone with an app. Okay. Then the other thing that's always helpful, if you work with a spa consultant, that would be another idea. For that, you would have to invest a little bit more money, but it gives you definitely the return and it's worth it. And and I hope it's okay to mention her, but she's really great in what she does. It's Nancy Reagan in Delray Beach. She has her own spa, is very successful. Her marketing is top notch. So with her, for example, we did Mother's Day facials, and this is something how a website should look like, just that you get an idea, where you have your regular menu and then you have a Mother's Day special, just a page just for that, where you have the specials, and it's fun going through a website like that because there's always something happening. It's always different. When you go into the restaurant, sometimes you eat the same thing over and over again, but then you really like to change. That's why a lot of restaurants offer specials as well. Okay, so as I mentioned, please reach out to me. I will get back to you later to this day, and then we will also let you know who won the Beauty Secrets box. Yeah, I thank you so much for your attention. I hope I could give you some new ideas. And yes, I can't wait to see everybody again on the regular trade shows. It seems that we're going into a good direction. Yeah, keep on going. And I look forward to seeing you also on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.